sand. Well, now the board starts to break, but.
I got a barn sign that says the Buckler established 1994. So I wanted it hung on the barn. So when my son came over this past weekend, he helped us hang it. So in order to know where we wanted it, he had to get up on the tractor, and my husband raised and lowered him. You ready?
I'm ready for a sharp. I think plenty. Like I can reach way up here. Comfortably, I can reach halfway up. You want to look at it from the porch or just from there?
The boss went and talked to him in the nice Carhartt instead of the other one.
Yeah, that's what I think I want.
I'll go and get you. I'll give you a merch if you need it.
I think that's it.
Yeah!
Do you need anything, Rance, up there helping you hold it while you mark, or them mark while you hold it?
If you get roughly the height, we can level something to go right down to the center with a level. That's got that marked.
Oh, good white, that's so funny.
We can just get real. I mean,
The sign is about a 30-pound sign. It's been powder dipped in black, and we're trying to figure out how to keep it up there without it falling off. They're trying to decide the best way to mount it and keep it from falling or sliding or tearing through the metal.
lead wood and lead
on the floor,
solid drill
not
eventually.
slipping around. You wear the one
Feel
with
the
the
traction. So much. I think it's really good traction.
so pretty.
Sits in a circular line.
Got me.
We're going to have to hang some wooden braces on the back for the sign so it won't tear through the metal. And that's what they're trying to do, to decide where to hang the wooden braces on the back to where it matches up with the sign on the front.
From peak to bottom is 45 inches. That runs straight into almost this support here. So we'll either have to cut it and redo another one, or we'll have to cut that one around it.
Okay. I'd rather leave it where it's got better power to hold.
That's what I figured. It's not dead center, so you probably just start at half and cut 1.5 inches short on one half of the bottom. But I can mark it once it gets up here. And I'm gonna say that's pretty close to a 90-degree on top. Are you recording? There we go.
almost get whacked in the head.
Oh my goodness. Whoa, good catch. Good throw. Scared of Mama.
Hey, he throwing a spear at me, Mom.
Oh, that top fits good.
We're taking the black mark. I put an angle on the bottom, but I don't know if that's necessary. And got a Sharpie if you need it.
Yeah.
Top mark is
The hazards of working in a barn.
the top of the egg. Need a Sharpie?
No, I just had to transpose that line to my new cut here.
Oops.
Good try though.
Messed up once, I lost my privileges. Oh, look at her.
Perfect fit.
You need a level to see if it's plumb enough for you, or you alright with it?
It's not gonna hurt to plumb it. I think I am an 8 short though. Played with, ain't it?
This was a bigger project than I anticipated. I'm sure my husband and kids love it.
We'll let it rest on the bottom so it'll hold weight better.
Hey, what's it doing here? Oh, I was going the wrong way like an idiot. Alright, actually, yeah, we.
Get that drill and bring it down. 4 of these longer screws. I'll show you some more.
got a concert. You be careful.
Oh shucks, I plan on falling.
You got some 3.5 inch screws if you need them to, once you get the metal screws into it from the other side, it should hold.
Listen, that feels pretty sturdy as is.
Okay. Is the bottom,
Doing the bottom,
is the bottom pushed that way too much, or is it flush on this side?
well. Yeah, it's really pushed too far the other way.
Yeah, I see a hump on this side.
That's why we have foremen on site. Still at home?
Oh.
Right.
As long as it's flush on that 2-4 on this side, you should be okay.
Yeah, I think I need to.
On that bottom cord.
I was trying to flush it against the backside, but that ain't working.
And the other braces, we'll have to figure out roughly where the screws are.
Go vertical on them as well. If we get lucky, they may line up right on one of them.
Possible.
At this point, I think I need to tape measure, make sure I get centered on the other side,
Cause your dot is,
or I can just eyeball it again from y'all.
there for the big rib. That's the rib. You put your hand up there on that, way up top, on the, 2 more little ribs. Well, you don't have to go on through, don't have to. That rib, your dot is on the bottom.
And back this way. Something like that. That's gonna finish you up. Right about there. So that may be just the direction we need to kind of go. And if we can lay it. Problem is, like, a corner like this is not gonna twist that fast without doing that number.
You might as well just lay it all on its side at that point.
Yeah, you can do it on its edge because I want the light to go out anyway, aren't I?
Well, you gotta make sure you get, if we lay it like this, no light's gonna be behind these numbers really, because it's outside and then inside.
Oh, you're right.
I think, not my project does this, gonna start gluing stuff and see how it ends up.
Let's say we need these up.
Well, I mean,
Need these
nothing's-
up here where they'll,
you could do,
when you come through the,
it been sharper than that. There we go. Do something like that around the outside, And then you could go back down the inside and have the inside one, whichever one it ends on, be over here. It stops like this. So I think that's the direction we need to go. And if that's where we need to start, or do we want to?
Is that the right one that plugs up or whatever? Okay.
We want to end here. And we need to do the other side as well. Do we? Okay.
I wanted my sign backlit, so we had to try to figure out how to do that. I bought some flat LED lights, and now we're going to glue them on the back of the sign and hope it all works out. The glue is a Gorilla Glue, and it takes like 24 hours to fully set up.
Yes.
We used super glue to help hold it in place until the Gorilla Glue completely set up for 48 hours.
Forever.
I thought the Gorilla Glue would hold long term. It's all weather, it's outdoor, safe. So we're hoping this works. I guess only time will tell.
As far as instantly sticking, probably.
I have one if you want instant. I just knew it wouldn't hold up over the weather and the heat on the black sign and everything. Here, let me hold this one.
Hoping to do a couple of this stuff and then use some of.
Hey, I need a hand over here. Brother, who's behind me?
You got good clothes.
Sorry. What is it?
Just put your hand right there in the middle between mine and Champ's. Now don't get glue on you. Touch only the wire.
Can I have this?
Many hands make light work.
About a quarter of the way through the process, I realized that the Gorilla Glue was activated by water, and we were supposed to moisten a non-porous surface before we use the Gorilla
My
Glue.
super glue should have stayed,
And
right?
as you can tell, we're not doing that. So I go
need to
in
put a dot of
and I
super glue
grab a
every so
spray bottle
often.
and try to lightly moisten
Okay.
the Gorilla Glue while it's there, hoping to activate it.
One right here at my pinky and one at my thumb. There's nothing there where Rance is at. See, these are feel like they've held already. Can I pull it up some? Just enough. Stick some super glue underneath it.
What are you gonna do when you get out here?
I was hoping to swing wide and see if we do something like that.
You're gonna leave the very bottom.
Very bottom. Let's see, how was it laid out? It was laid out. We need to try to make bigger loops. So probably, come up here, over here, loop around this underneath it, and have to double it up.
Double that.
Which actually nothing stops us from coming right through here, I guess, except that sharp turn. And that lets you end there. Okay, hopefully that has all that held decently. I don't want to tug on it, but it looks something like that.
You need me a wrench to hold while you're shaping?
I don't know what the best solution is. It's gonna have to be forced down and
A more flexible one would be handier.
something like that. Make sure that gets pushed flat. It can twist pretty good, it's just gonna take some force. So something like that should loop around. But we need just a little bit extra. We'll have to come up. So we've got enough to loop through here again. Actually, we've got enough standoff. You could probably cross over here and I'll let you go up top. So can we twist that any amount to go in the middle? Put your hand right there, Rance, if you don't mind. Thank you. And then have to twist and
You know, if you do that, you're not
something like
not
this.
have enough to run through here.
Run through where?
You just come all the way over there.
Well,
Need me to hold?
we'll probably just have to start working our way down. I think I'm not even held till way back there somewhere. So let's start with some heavy duty glue. And some glue. And then some heavy duty glue right here in the corner. Build something like this. Hold it there, super glue. And then that's gonna have to be twisted pretty good. Probably need some good glue here on the corner. With some super glue right next to it.
I can come hold if you need me to. And you and Rance work your way around the corner.
I don't know what's needed. That should have been super glue right. So this should hopefully have this corner held.
No pictures. Just video. I got the sign. I don't have you in it. You're bowing your head, so I'm getting top of your head. There. Now I have your leg, but that's it. And your hands.
Gross. His legs and his hands.
Head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
The question is, do you want to lay this or keep this down here for a while and put it up in like an hour to make sure everything's going to hold decently well?
Yeah, that matter, man. You might. What else
Well,
you
we
gotta do?
still
You
got-
gotta use your spacers, and you gotta.
Spacers and hole in the thing if you want to put a hole in it. And the extension cord. We've got other stuff we can do. I just don't know if it's an hour's worth.
I guess we can do everything else and then see what time it is.
At least decently well.
Now, do I need to go
You put
tack?
super glue at the end, Dad, or did you put?
Yeah, right. I ended it super good.
I'll just put.
A couple inches away from the end because I wanted to be flexible enough to be able to screw to it.
Oh, that's a good point.
Do I need to, with my hot glue gun, just tack the two bumpers together so we're not trying to hold them while you're up there?
Tack the two bumpers.
Yeah, you got super glue. I guess you could just tack them with it.
Okay, where are the hard turns at that are pulling the most? Right through there. There's one.
They didn't have a regular indoor-outdoor extension cord or anything?
That's all they had. If you don't like it, I can take it back and I can get something else.
I was expecting it.
Because the lights added some thickness to the back of the sign, we couldn't directly put it on the barn. We had to add some little spacers.
I think when we go up there, we can stay up there and get it done.
Do you need somebody else with you up there too?